Hi students, this is Shatavahana. Welcome to online classes. మీరు 10th క్లాసు పాస్ అయి ఇంటర్లోకి ఎంటర్ అయ్యారు. ఫస్ట్ ఇయర్లోకి జాయిన్ అయ్యారు. ఫస్ట్ ఇయర్లో మీరు ఆర్ట్స్ గ్రూపు, ఆర్ట్స్ అంటే సిఈసి, హెచ్ఈసి, ఎంఈసి ఈ 3 గ్రూప్స్లో మీకు ఉండేటటువంటి కామన్ సబ్జెక్టే ఎకనామిక్స్. ఈ ఎకనామిక్స్ కంపల్సరీగా ఈ 3 గ్రూపుల వారికి ఉంటుంది. సిఈసి వారికి, ఎంఈసి వారికి, హెచ్ఈసి వారికి ఎకనామిక్స్ ఉంటుంది. ఆ ఎకనామిక్స్ సంబంధించి సిలబస్ ఎలా ఉంటుంది, తర్వాత ఏ కాంటెంట్స్ ఉంటాయి, లెసన్స్ ఏమేమి ఉంటాయి అనేది ఈ వీడియోలో మనం పూర్తిగా డిస్కషన్ చేద్దాం. కాబట్టి ఈ వీడియోను పూర్తిగా చూడండి. చూస్తే ఈ ఫస్ట్ ఇయర్కు సంబంధించి, ఎందుకంటే మీకు మార్చిలోనే ఎగ్జామ్స్ ఉంటాయి, అందుకని ఈ లెసన్స్ అన్నీ మీకు ఆన్లైన్లోనే మీరు చదువుకోవాల్సి ఉంటుంది. మరి ఆన్లైన్లో చదువుకోవాలి కాబట్టి డే బై డే నేను లెసన్స్ ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ చేస్తాను, మీకు అన్ని వీడియోలు చేస్తాను. వరుసగా మీరు వీడియోలు చూస్తే ఈ లెసన్స్ అన్నీ మీకు అవగాహన కలుగుతాయి. దాంతో మీరు మార్చిలో ఎగ్జామినేషన్ రాయొచ్చు. ఇందులో మీకు 10 లెసన్స్ ఉంటాయండి ఫస్ట్ ఇయర్. ఆ 10 లెసన్స్ ఎలా, కాన్సెప్ట్స్ ఏమున్నాయి, యూనిట్స్ ఏమున్నాయి అనేది ఒక్కొక్కటి మీకు డిస్కషన్ చేసుకుంటూ వెళ్ళిపోతాను. పూర్తిగా చూడండి మీరు జాగ్రత్తగా వీడియో మొత్తాన్ని. సో సబ్జెక్ట్ నేమ్ ఈజ్ ఎకనామిక్స్. ఎకనామిక్ సబ్జెక్ట్స్. ఎకనామిక్ సబ్జెక్ట్ కాంటెంట్ ఈజ్ Introduction to Economics. This is the first unit. See here, observe carefully. Introduction to Economics. This is the first unit. In the first unit, first is the introduction. First 1.0 is introduction. Then 1.1 definitions of economics. What is the definition of economics? What are the various economists who are given a definition of economics? Are they discussing in the topic of introduction to economics first unit. So definitions of economics we have to learn. Then fundamental problems of an economy. What are the fundamental problems of the economy? What are the problems are faced by the economy in the society? So what are the problems are the second concept of introduction to economics, fundamental problems of an economy. Then nature and scope of economics. What is the nature of the economics and what is the scope of the economics? We can analyze it one by one here. Then microeconomics. What is the microeconomics? What is the means of microeconomics? What is the scope of microeconomics? And what is the macroeconomics? What is the definition of macroeconomics? Isn't it? So these are the discussing in between micro and macroeconomics. Then what is positive economics? Definition of positive economics. And normative economics. What is the definition of normative economics? And basic concepts of economics. So these are the various concepts including the first lesson, namely introduction to economics. Okay, this is the first lesson. These are the sub contents in introduction to economics. So it is the first unit of microeconomics. Just like this is economics, microeconomic subject, it is the first unit. Then second unit means here theory of consumers behavior. This is the second unit, theory of consumers behavior. What is the theory of consumers behavior? Which means one is introduction, second utility, types of utility, definition of utility, then the law of diminishing marginal utility. What are the assumptions of diminishing marginal utility? How the law, we can explain the law of diminishing marginal utility, limitations, assumptions and importance. So these are the topic come under the law of diminishing marginal utility. Then the law of equimarginal utility. The two laws are a big laws of theories of consumers behavior. What is the equimarginal utility? How a consumer is getting the equal satisfaction is the law of equimarginal utility. Then shortcoming of utility of analysis also we discussed in the theory of consumers behavior. Then indifference curve. What is the indifference curve? What is the definition of indifference curve? And what are the properties of indifference curve? How a consumer is indifference equilibrium with indifference curves. What is the ICC? What is the PCC? So how the demand curve will be derived from the ICC curve. So these are the discussing topic in the theory of consumers behavior. So very important and interesting concept. This is the second lesson, namely theories of consumers behavior. Easy and interesting concept. Then demand analysis. Simple. In the demand analysis, part A, theory of demand. Listen carefully. Theory of demand. What is the demand definition? Introduction. Demand, meaning of demand, and demand function. What is the demand function? How can we analyze the demand function? Then determinants of demand. What are the factors can determine the demand? How many factors are there? So how can we bifurcate demand and demand factors? Here, determinants of demand. Then types of demand. How many types are there in demand? Which means price demand, income demand, cross demand. Price demand is a law of demand. How can we explain the price demand? How can we analyze the income demand? How can we elaborate the cross demand? So these are the various concepts, including the part A, theory of demand, namely demand analysis. Very interesting and important concept. Easy concept also, namely third lesson, third unit. It is a demand analysis. So easy, part A. Then part B, demand analysis. Part B, elasticity of demand. What is the elasticity of demand? Elasticity of demand, types of elasticity of demand, then price elasticity of demand, income elasticity of demand, cross elasticity of demand. These are the second part of third unit to demand analysis. Okay, easy concept. So easy we can understand this lesson. It is a namely demand analysis. It is the third lesson. Then fourth lesson. In the fourth lesson, production analysis. In the production analysis, introduction, concepts of production, definition, concept means definition of production, and factors of production. How many factors are there? How many factors needs to produce the goods and services? Production. Factors of production. How many factors are there? What are the functions of factors of production at the while the participation of production process? Then production function. How can we analyze the production function? What are the factors in production function? Is it? Then law of variable proportion. What is the assumptions of law of variable proportion? It is applicable in the short run. So how we can get the output by analyzing the law of variable proportion in the short run. Then law of returns to scale it is applicable to long run. How can we get the production in the long run? Is it? Then economics of scale, internal economics, external economics. So these are the topics in the production analysis. Then supply. What is the supply? And what is the law of supply? And what is the determinants of supply? So how can we draw the supply curve? Then cost. Explain the cost, concepts of cost, types of cost, short-run cost analysis, long-run cost analysis. Is it? Then revenue, total revenue, marginal revenue, average revenue, basic concepts of revenue analysis. So these are the components of production analysis. Okay, so these are the sub points of production analysis. These points are discussed in the lesson of production analysis. It is a fourth lesson or fourth unit. Then simple market. In the market, fifth, introduction. Then market, meaning what is the market, definition of market, and a classification of a market. Definition and a classification. How the markets are divided into how many categories. Classification. Then perfect competition. Simple. Then imperfect competition. Listen, perfect competition, imperfect competition. Perfect competition meaning characteristics of perfect competition and price determination of perfect competition market. How the price determined under perfect competition market are the discussing topic in perfect competition market. How the equilibrium, short run equilibrium, long run equilibrium. So these are the discussing topic in a perfect competition market. Then imperfect competition market. In the imperfect competition, there are four kinds: monopoly, then monopolistic competition, oligopoly, duopoly. Simple. One is monopoly, second one is monopolistic competition, then oligopoly, duopoly. Then here comparison between perfect and monopoly market. Here perfect competition is there. This is perfect and monopoly. Discrimination is there. Differences are there. So this is the market analysis. It is a 5th unit of first year microeconomics. Okay, market analysis, totally easy. Perfect competition, then imperfect competition. Next, theories of distribution. How the income is distributed among the 4 factors of production. Distribution. The income is distributed to the factors of production who participate in the economic activities or production process. Then introduction. First, second, determinants of income. Then determination of factors pricing. How the factor pricing can be determined. Who determine the factor pricing? Maybe producer or buyer. So are the interesting topic, theories of distribution. That the marginal productivity theory of distribution, J.B. Clark. So how he explained the marginal productivity theory of distribution. Then first concept is rent. Concept of rent means definition, and Ricardian theory of rent. How the Ricardo explained the theory of rent, the classical theory and modern theory. So are they discussing in theory of rent. Next, wages, concepts, types, wages, types in wages. Then interest in the concepts also means definitions, concepts, types of interest and theories of interest. Then profits, profit concepts. So these are the discussing topic in theories of distribution. Okay, so these are all the subtopics. Theories of distribution. It is a 6th lesson, 6th unit. Then national income analysis. It is a 7th one. Introduction, national income. Definitions of national income. So how the economists were given a definition, various definition. Then determining the factors of national income. What are the factors can determine the national income? So this is also one of the discussing point. Then concepts of national income. How many concepts are there? How can we explain the concepts of national income? Next, components of national income. Concepts or components are both are different. So concepts of national income and components of national income. Next, measurement of national income. How can we measure the national income? Measuring methods are there. Methods, and what are the difficulties while estimating of national income? And what is the importance? Why should we estimate the national income? What is the importance? Is it? So importance, then estimation of national income in India. Who are they estimate the national income? What is the institution, authoritarian institution to estimate the national income in India? Are the discussing topic in the national income analysis. Easy concept and the general concept also. Easily we can explain, easily we can understand. Then 8th, theories of employment and public finance. Simple. 2 concepts are there. Employment and public finance. First introduction. First employment. Classical theory of employment. Yes. Classical theory, JB, Pigou, Alfred Marshall, Malthus. So these are all the classical economists. So they were explain the employment theory. So what is their assumptions and what is the importance of their law and what is their classical employment theory we can analyze. Then Keynesian theory of income and employment theory is a famous economist throughout the world. So is namely Keynesian. So he was introduced the income and employment theory that is analyzed in this lesson. Then second part is public finance. What is the definition of public finance and central state financial relations. And then budget, types of budget are the discussing topic in 8th lesson, theories of employment and public finance. Okay, 8th one. Then 9th, money, banking, inflation. 3 concepts are there. Money is one thing, banking is one thing, another one is inflation. 3 concepts are there. Means part A, part B, then part C. Let me say, part A, money. What is the money? Money definitions. So various economists have given a various definitions of money, evolution of money, next types of money, then functions of money, next components of money and supply are the discussing topic in first part of money concept. Then part B, banking. Here banking, definition of banking, definitions are given by various economists, and commercial banks, definition of commercial banks and functions of commercial banks. What are the functions of commercial banks? Then Central Bank of India, central or bank or Reserve Bank of India. What are the objectives and what are the functions of Reserve Bank of India, and how the credit control by the Reserve Bank of India are the discussing topic of Central Bank or Reserve Bank of India in the 9th lesson. Is a part B. Then part C is inflation definition. What is the inflation definition? Means definitions of inflation and types. How many types of inflation? Then what are the causes of inflation and what is the effects on the economy and inflation are the discussing topic of inflation. So money, banking, inflation. 3 concepts are there. 3 concepts including 1 lesson, that is money, banking and inflation. Then 10th unit, basic statistics for economics. Last unit is statistics. Means introduction, definition of statistics, concepts of statistics. Next, nature. What is the nature of statistics? Scope and the importance of statistics of the study of economics. So why should we read the economics? What is the importance of statistics? Next, collection of data. What is the primary collection and what is the secondary collection? Data. So this is the information. Then diagrammatic presentation of data. So how can we present the diagrammatic presentation of data? Next, measurement of central tendency, mean, median, mode. A few concepts are there. Mean, median, mode. That's it. Only 1 or 2 problems are there. So already we completed in the 10th class. Statistics. This is totally the 10th part is totally statistics. Means arithmetic mean is there, median is there, and mode is there. A small part is there. Not to depth. It is a small part is there. Just to briefly explain. What is the arithmetic mean? Formulas and mean formulas, mode formulas. Briefly 1 or 2 problems are there. No need to extra exercises. Only 2 or 3 problems are there. That's enough. So this is the 10th unit. So this is the way of the presentation of economic subject first year, microeconomics for the first year students, intermediate first year students. So viewers, మీకు ఈ వీడియో నచ్చితే లైక్ చేయండి. అదేవిధంగా దీంట్లో మీకు ఏదైనా డౌట్ ఉన్నట్లయితే నాకు కామెంట్ చేయండి. కామెంట్ బాక్స్ ఉంది, ఎం శాతవాహన నా పేరు, అది కొడితే మీకు యూట్యూబ్లో ఓపెన్ అవుతాయి వీడియోస్ అన్నీ. మీకు ఏ డౌట్ ఉన్నా కామెంట్ బాక్స్లో మీరు కామెంట్ చేయొచ్చు. దాంతో మీ డౌట్ని నేను క్లారిఫై చేస్తాను. ఓకేనా? ఇంకా ఈ వీడియో మీకు నచ్చితే లైక్ చేయండి. మీ ఫ్రెండ్స్ ఉన్నారు చాలామంది, వాళ్ళు కూడా చూస్తారు, వాళ్ళకు కూడా షేర్ చేయండి. సో స్టూడెంట్స్, థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్.